Well, the moment we have all been waiting for has finally arrived. Oscar Piastri had his first Max Verstappen experience in the 2025 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and fortunately for him, it went well. Let me just walk you through what happened and then we will discuss the implications on the title battle in 2025 and what it means for Lando Norris. A little bit about Lando Norris. No video is complete without me shitting on Lando Norris, apparently. So, anyway, the qualifying session was phenomenal. Both of the runs in Q3 between Max and Piastri and George Russell was in the mix as well. In the first run in Q3, Verstappen was 0.001 ahead of Piastri. And in the second run, he was 100th ahead of Piastri, 100th of a second, that is. So anyway, Verstappen is on pole, Oscar Piastri P2, and I'm thinking in my head that there is no way Max Verstappen is letting this one go. He is gonna crash into Oscar, he is gonna do whatever the fuck it takes to retain the lead. And he actually did that in the race. On the other side, Oscar Piastri, he also had a few advantages. He had the fastest race car. He was starting P2 on the left side of the grid, and that was the inside line into turn 1. And most importantly, the biggest advantage of Oscar Piastri is that he is not Lando Norris. He's not anxious, he's not jittery. The probability of Oscar bottling the start is significantly less as compared to the probability of Lando bottling the start. So obviously, both of these drivers with their own advantages and own approaches, the race begins and Piastri gets a better launch. And it's exciting because going on the straight, both of the cars are exactly side by side. There was a moment in which Piastri was a few inches ahead of Verstappen, but almost there side by side. And Piastri gets to the apex first. It's basically his corner. Max Verstappen does what Max Verstappen does when he doesn't have the fastest car, when he doesn't have a good race start as his rival. So he definitely doesn't brake. He goes off the track, rejoins the track ahead of Piastri, refuses to give the position up because that's what he does. And then the stewards get involved, as they should have, because it's Piastri's corner. Let's be honest, guys. Max Verstappen was on the radio and he was talking about how he didn't leave him a car's width and Piastri had no intention of making the corner. He had no intention of going to race with Max Verstappen. Like, this is all head games. I appreciate Max sticking to the script. I appreciate Verstappen sticking to his story, but because he didn't have a good enough start as Piastri, he kind of fucked up at this point. So he basically lost the race right at the launch. And obviously he get the well-deserved 5-second penalty. And as the race develops, Oscar Piastri inherits the lead that he doesn't lose. And he is the race winner, 3 race wins for in the 2025 season for the Australian. Now he is the championship leader who has beat Max Verstappen fair and square. Yes, the stewards got involved, I agree. On if Max had a good launch off the line, I don't think Piastri would have overtaken him.
I mean, it's always if, right? If my mom had balls, she would be my dad, so...
The point is, Verstappen knows that he fucked up, regardless of what he says to the media. You do not become a 4-time world champion. You do not become the second coming of Jesus Christ if you lack self-reflection. So he knows the mistake that he has made. And the upcoming race is Miami. It's gonna be interesting because just like Oscar Piastri had the first Max Verstappen experience, Max Verstappen also had the first Oscar Piastri experience. Piastri is good at start. He is not Lando. He cannot be broken mentally. He is not a bitch. And at this time in 2024, the McLaren won the Miami Grand Prix. So that must also give Piastri a lot of confidence going into the Miami Grand Prix. Also, he is the championship leader. Out of the 5 Grand Prix, he won 3 races, most of any of the championship contenders. I know it's too early on in the season, but multiple pole positions, multiple race wins. Piastri is on a roll. The momentum is on his side. He does not have the weaknesses of Lando Norris. He has the fastest car, and he is as consistent as he can be so far in the season. Max Verstappen, on the other hand, he is a better racing driver. He can outperform the Red Bull in ways that no one really can. And that's his major weakness, the fucking car. So if Red Bull get their shit together and get some useful upgrades to Max Verstappen's RB21 in Miami, then we can have a nice scrap between Piastri and Verstappen. Maybe George Russell will be in the mix too. And if I have to make a prediction for the Miami Grand Prix, I'm going with Oscar Piastri. He has the momentum, he has the fastest car, he doesn't have Lando's weaknesses, and he's very calm under pressure. But Max Verstappen is Jesus Christ, and if Red Bull get their shit together and ship some upgrades to the RB21, then anything can happen. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.